and all the presidents, chancellors, assistants. From here, I tell Rubio that he is wrong. You are Latino. And as a Latino, you can understand us. And you don't have to hide that root, because I feel proud to be Latino. But being Latino doesn't consist in slaughtering each other. In Latin America, we have understood, despite some problems, to embrace each other as companions and brothers, to not destroy the neighbor's home, to not kill the mother's son through a missile, to know how to distinguish that a boatman who carries an illicit substance because he has nothing to eat in the Caribbean doesn't deserve to receive a missile that will end his family and his dreams, but simply by talking, you can find the solutions. I told Trump that the day I met him personally, and that is one of our fundamental pillars. And so, the question that one asks is if Marco Rubio's thesis, defended at the Munich meeting on security and peace, which I was not able to attend, is valid. Marco Rubio there wrote an academic thesis that has been raised among the universities of the United States. Vice President of the Republic of Colombia, Francialena Marquez. If the world is a war between civilizations that in a certain way embody a war between religions, between different histories, between different ancestral origins of the whole of human civilization, then one has to prepare for the world war. And a question has to arise. What is the civilization that predominates over all the others? To humanity, less instruments of a common action. I believe that the crisis of the United Nations can be viewed from two perspectives. One, its end, its collapse. It is financed. It can simply enter a paralysis of its action, of its inability to solve common problems of humanity. The greatest of all, the war. If what I call civilization of the President of the United States can say with no problem that the United Nations is no longer useful. A world without the United Nations, without the multilateral possibility of discussing common problems, when the common problems are added in such a way that they already endanger the very life of human existence, forcibly transformed into slaves. And then we can have a solution plan of one of the main problems of humanity that has it on the verge of extinction and the death of our children, daughters, and grandchildren, and to clean the energy matrix of the world. A clean energy based on the sun, in the wind, in the water, in geothermics. For example, a country like Colombia, which you have already seen in its diversity, and the plan can prolong it and not shoot missiles at us. Kill babies, as if that filled the chest of a warrior, 20,000 in Gaza, genocide in Gaza. What do we do by joining with genocides? What do we do by telling the genocide that we have Latin American armies to help him? Are we going to help him kill Arab babies? Or is Latin America going to demand that peace be with Mexico, with Brazil, with France? These novel writing that are not exactly today. Humanity needs an immediate ceasefire so that the word can do it. The only thing that equates the power of the missile and the dollar or the money or the gold is the word and the crowd in the streets. And I believe that if we do not want to extend the conflict of the Middle East to a world economic catastrophe, a world social catastrophe, and a possible world war, as we started to see in the war in Ukraine, humanity has to demand, with words and in the streets, an immediate ceasefire, so that that space of speaking, of placing the word on the table in a peaceful way, without waiting for the human body to be torn apart at the meeting with an explosive that falls from a drone or from a telematic place, we can find solutions to human problems. A superior stage, which is no more than the meeting of humanity, through its
único que
civilizations.
equipara el poder del misil y del dólar, o del dinero o del oro, es la palabra y la multitud en las calles. Y yo creo que si no queremos extender el conflicto del Medio Oriente a una catástrofe económica mundial, social mundial y a una guerra posible mundial, como ya lo empezamos a ver en la guerra de Ucrania, la humanidad tiene que exigir toda, con palabras y en las calles, un cese al fuego inmediato, para que ese espacio de hablar, de colocar la palabra sobre la mesa de manera tranquila, sin esperar que a la salida de la reunión se despedace el cuerpo humano con un explosivo que cae de un dron o de un lugar telemático, podamos encontrar soluciones a los problemas humanos. Estadio superior, que no es más sino el encuentro de la humanidad a través de sus civilizaciones.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.